Cultivating joy and peace every day. The Buddhist Metta path to inner light. You stand at the edge of the night, heart racing. Sleep eludes you as every worry of the day circles in your mind, refusing to let go. Has it ever felt like your own thoughts are racing down a hall of mirrors, each reflection offer more fear? What if the battle you wage with anxiety could be transformed into a dance of love and light? Tonight, you might discover that the key to waking up calm at dawn lies in wisdom thousands of years old, whispered by the Buddha himself. Ancient Buddhist sages observed that suffering often begins and ends in the mind. Just as a mirror turns dusty and unclear, our vision becomes clouded by fear, resentment, and anxiety. The Buddha taught that liberation comes not by running from darkness, but by awakening the light within. He declared to those around him after his enlightenment simply, "I am awake." This reminds us that true awakening is internal. We can become spiritually awake even while our eyes are closed. This perspective upends everything we thought. We're often most asleep in the chaos of our waking life. In fact, as one modern teacher explains, we're actually the most spiritually awake in deep dreamless sleep and the most asleep in so-called waking reality. Even now, as you lie restless, your subconscious mind may quietly be listening for any glimmers of peace. Awakening from the sleep of anxiety. Imagine you are sleepwalking through life, awake in body, but the mind still dreaming up fears and catastrophes. Buddhism likens our unenlightened mind to deep sleep filled with nightmares. We live on autopilot, driven by habit and fear. But every nightmare holds a hidden message. If we learn to stare them down, they can guide us back to peace. The Buddha's own awakening came through confronting fear itself. On the night before his enlightenment, Mara the tempter came to harass him, but the Buddha answered with calm. In a famous teaching, he welcomed Mara with compassion, even offering him tea and friendship. He looked at Mara with the gentleness of a friend and asked, "How have you been? Is everything okay?" Mara confessed, "I'm very tired of being Mara." This powerful exchange shows. When you meet your deepest fears with warmth instead of resistance, those fears begin to lose their power. The darkness itself cannot live in the presence of light. This is the first secret. Compassion conquers fear. Love is not passive. It is the most active force in the universe. As one Buddhist teaching states, the characteristic of loving kindness is to promote well-being. Its manifestation is the removal of annoyance. When you soften your heart, silently saying, "May I be safe, may I be calm," you immediately loosen anxiety's grip. The Buddha even taught that a mind steeped in metta, or loving kindness, will attain happiness, the stilling of formations, the state of peace. Metta, the loving elixir for the heart. Metta means boundless love, a genuine wish for happiness for yourself and for others. Think of it like a medicine you take daily. The Buddha himself recommended starting each day with a little dose of metta. He would radiate loving kindness to all beings. You can do this too. Sit quietly with a gentle smile. Take a deep breath, centering in your body. Feel the miracle of air moving in and out of you. Choose a kind phrase. Something simple like, "May I be happy. May I be safe. May I find peace." Speak it softly in your mind. Feel each word echo in your heart. Repeat it for several minutes. If your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring it back to those words without judgment. Notice how your heart gradually softens. Next, direct the same warmth outward. Think of someone you care about. May you be happy. May you be safe. Send them the same light you gave yourself. Then expand it further. Send metta to a stranger, your neighborhood, even the whole world. As the Buddha taught, one who dwells in loving kindness attains happiness, the stilling of formations. The state of peace is no small promise. Living with a kind heart leads directly to deep contentment. You don't need to practice for hours. Even a few minutes daily is enough to shift your mood. Cultivating closeness and warmth for others automatically puts the mind at ease. Says His Holiness the Dalai Lama, each kind phrase is like scattering seeds of joy in your mind. Over time, these seeds grow into calm confidence, reducing the power of anxiety. Extreme metta. Sometimes loving kindness means extending it even to those who seem hardest to love. For example, the Buddha greeted Mara, the epitome of anger, with friendship, and offered him tea, try sending the loving phrases towards someone you're struggling with, or even the anxieties in your own mind. It feels odd at first. May that anger find peace. Yet this practice dissolves blame and resentment. Remember, giving even an enemy warm wishes is an act of profound strength and freedom. He even listed Metta's benefits clearly. In his sutras, he said a person of loving kindness will sleep happily, wake happily, and have no bad dreams. Indeed, many meditators report peaceful sleep as one of the first gifts of metta. A mind that lives in love needs neither insomnia nor unease. Over days and weeks, you may notice even your body relaxing. Tension eases, breathing smooths out, and you move through your day with more ease. All because just a few minutes of loving thoughts each morning and night gently realign your nervous system. Transforming fear in the night. Dream yoga. Consider your dreams for a moment. Buddhists have long known that the sleeping mind is a bridge to deep wisdom. When we enter a dream, our subconscious problems often play out. But lucid dreaming, recognizing that you're dreaming, can transform fear into power. Andrew Holacek explains, if you realize you're in a nightmare, you can confront the darkness instead of running. If you're in a nightmare and you become lucid, relate to your fear instead of fleeing it. You'll see that it's not the nightmare itself that scares you, but your habit of mistaking it for reality. In dreams, we practice bravery in safe mode. In fact, the Buddha specifically taught that a metta-filled practitioner has no bad dreams. Through loving kindness, even the nighttime mind is soothed and transformed. Try this tonight. When a scary scene appears in your dream or memory, pause and remind yourself, this too is impermanent. It will pass. You may find you can change the scene. Perhaps the monster dissolves into something calm, or the fear gently fades. Just as this little mental trick works in dreams, small shifts in how you respond to anxiety in waking life can dissolve panic before it takes hold. Even if lucid dreams elude you, the quality of your sleep changes when your heart is filled with love. Meditators find their nightmares fade away and sleep becomes restful. As one teacher notes, with enough practice, dreamless sleep becomes a mini enlightenment, letting you sink into the clear light of awareness in this clear space, the clear light mind, Tibetan. You're not merely absent, you are awake in a profound way. There's an advanced practice called sleep yoga. This Tibetan technique trains you to keep a thread of awareness as you fall into dreamless sleep. Imagine diving into water yet keeping your eyes open. Similarly, your body rests but your mind stays awake over time. You may sense the formless awareness underlying sleep. If you've ever woken feeling infinitely peaceful, that might have been a taste of it. Sleep practice even prepares you for the journey of death. Tibetan masters point out that the stages of falling asleep mirror the stages of dying. So by learning to navigate one, you learn about the otherlinesroar.com. Each night's journey can be a rehearsal for life's great transition. In this light, every moment of awareness, awake or asleep, is precious. Your practice is not limited to when you sit. It permeates every moment, deepening your peace in life and beyond. Karma, threads of the past shaping today. Karma is the cosmic justice system. What you sow, you reap. The Buddha taught that our current struggles often originate from past actions, not as punishment, but as lessons and reminders. As one classic text puts it, we ourselves are responsible for our own happiness and misery. We create our own heaven. We create our own hell. This can sound heavy at first, but it's actually empowering. It means you can rewrite your future by changing your actions now. In fact, in deep meditation, the Buddha even recalled many of his own past lives with detail. Think of karma as a long thread connecting moment to moment and life to life. If someone is unkind to you, maybe it's an echo of an old wound on both sides. This isn't about blame. It's about understanding that we are all learning and evolving. You are not a victim of fate. You are the artist of your destiny. So, when anxiety arrives as an uninvited guest, treat it like an echo of the past. Listen to the fear. It might be pointing out something you need to heal. Then respond with kindness and intention. In doing so, you're gently unraveling old karmic knots. Each act of kindness now is a candle placed in future darkness. Even when things feel out of control, know this. You're creating the seeds for a better life with every peaceful choice you make. Buddhism also teaches us to embrace impermanence. Everything, even anxiety, is always changing. The Buddha instructed his followers to meet change with presence, not resistance. Imagine your fear as a passing cloud or a wave that will eventually recede. In this way, by relaxing your grip, each wave of anxiety naturally loses intensity and fades away. Remember, the sunshine of kindness always burns away the fog. By sowing compassion now, you literally plant your own garden of peace in the future. The astral journey, consciousness beyond the body. You are more than just flesh and blood. Ancient Buddhist teachings speak of an illusory body, a subtle double that one can achieve through deep meditation. This isn't fantasy. Accomplished yogis say with enough discipline one could project this subtle form anywhere, free from bodily limits. It's as if consciousness can slip out and travel, like an astronaut leaving their ship. Alongside the illusory body is a dream body here. During sleep, a truly trained meditator remains conscious and can even perform tasks. Legends say they could memorize books while dreaming. The point isn't to make you pull all-nighters, but to reveal a truth. The mind is boundless. When you expand awareness in meditation, or set the sincere intention that your dream life matters, you tap into this realm. Practically, you might notice strange sensations during deep meditation, warmth in the chest, a sense of floating, or a blurred perception of space. These can be first ripples of that subtle body awakening. If it ever feels like your consciousness doesn't have edges, that's a hint. Modern research on out-of-body experiences is in its infancy, but for now, Buddhist wisdom says, mind is not confined by matter. Every time you practice presence, you set out on your own subtle voyage. A helpful metaphor. Imagine yourself as a character in a video game. Your body is a controller, but your consciousness is the player. Meditation lets you see the whole game world, not just a frame in front of you. Every peaceful breath rewires your brain to sense that bigger reality. When you finally turn off the body in deep sleep or at life's end, you remain part of the world's ongoing story, a story of transformation. Let's bring this home with a human story. Imagine Maya, a young mother juggling work deadlines and a colicky baby. Every night she lay awake, anxious about the next day. Then she learned about Metta. Each night she began with just 2 minutes, sitting quietly, placing a hand on her belly and softly repeating, "May I be kind to myself, may I find peace." She didn't force miracles, just those simple phrases as she held her baby. Slowly, something beautiful happened. Within a week, Maya found herself waking more rested and calm, even smiling more during the day. She extended that warmth to her family and noticed the home feeling lighter. Her fears didn't vanish, but she no longer let them rule her nights. Or consider Raj, a stress executive. He started each morning with 5 deep breaths and the intention, "I will handle today with patience." He carried this quietly all day. One afternoon, a colleague made a mistake that normally would have set Raj off. Instead, he gently said, "It's okay, let's fix this together," and meant it. The tension evaporated. Over time, Raj found fewer conflict at work just by nurturing a spark of compassion. He discovered, to his surprise, that kindness really is strength. These people were just like you, caught in life's whirlwind. Their secret? Tiny daily practices grounded in age-old wisdom. Each of you has the same potential to change. Even history and legend show such transformations. The bandit Angulimala was once a ruthless killer, but the moment he encountered the Buddha, compassion overwhelmed him. He abandoned violence on the spot. Proof that whatever mistakes we have made in our lives, change is always possible. If a hardened criminal can experience such a turnaround, imagine what opening your heart could do. Practical steps to cultivate joy and peace. You don't need a cave or a guru. Everyone can build moments of mindfulness and love into daily life. Here are some practical steps to create your own sanctuary. Morning metta ritual. Before opening your eyes in bed, place one hand over your heart. Take 3 deep breaths and whisper, "Today I choose kindness." Then recite in your mind, "May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be at peace." Envision a warm glow spreading from your heart. As you rise, imagine carrying that glow into your day. You've just planted seeds of compassion that will sprout in subtle ways throughout your morning. Midday pause. When stress surges, maybe over work or errands, take a mindful break. Sit or stand still for 60 seconds. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and scan your body for tension. Imagine drawing calm with your breath and exhaling stress. Studies show that even tiny breaks like this significantly lower anxiety and tension. You are training your mind to care for itself with the gentlest medicine. Simple acts of kindness. Look for one small chance to help someone each day. It could be as small as a smile at the barista, a compliment to a colleague, or a hug for a friend. Each act sends gentle chemical signals in your brain that enhance mood and social connection. Over time, these add up. You become more outgoing, generous, and optimistic. As the Buddha taught, a mind full of metta draws good circumstances. Evening gratitude practice. Before bed, recall 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Maybe the warmth of the shower, a kind word you heard, or a beautiful sunset. Let each fill you with warmth. Then breathe out any lingering worry, releasing it like a leaf on a stream. As you drift off, carry these gentle feelings of gratitude and metta with you, settling your mind. Dream awareness. Keep a notepad by your bed. Each morning, write down any dream fragments you recall, even words or emotions. Don't worry if they seem random. Over time, patterns emerge. When familiar worries keep reappearing, you can consciously address them with metta. In Tibet, they even say, one who wakes in dreams is helped in death. Simply trying to remember your dreams is a way of bringing love and awareness to your sleeping mind. Breath anchor. When emotions run high, anchor yourself to the breath. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4, exhale for 6. Each breath is a gentle wave washing away tension through each conscious breath. You return to the present moment, reminding your mind that you are safe right now. Ground yourself in the now. Anxiety often drags you into the future or past. Counter this by grounding in the present. Look around and name 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you hear, 2 you smell, and 1 you taste. This quick exercise instantly pulls your awareness back to now, where fear cannot hurt you. Self-compassion. It's easy to be kind to others, but often hard to be gentle with yourself. When you falter, place a hand on your heart and say, I am doing the best I can. Acknowledge your struggle without judgment. This habit of self-kindness is truly the heart of metta. Metta touch. When anxiety feels intense, place 1 hand over your heart and 1 over your belly. Close your eyes and feel the gentle pressure of your palms. Imagine you are gently holding your own fear, sending it compassion. This physical touch combined with loving thoughts activates your relaxation response, telling your body it is safe. Many find this simple gesture deeply comforting. Mindful eating. Dedicate 1 meal or snack to full awareness. Slowly taste each bite, feel the textures and flavors, and silently appreciate where the food comes from. Eating with gratitude turns a routine activity into a meditation. It trains your mind to savor the present moment and reduces mindless stress eating. Walking meditation. If sitting still is hard, try metta on the move. As you walk, synchronize each step with a gentle phrase. For example, step, may I be peaceful. Next step, may all beings be peaceful. Notice your breath and how the ground feels underfoot. This turns a simple walk into a practice of presence and peace. Body scan. Dedicate a few minutes to slowly scanning your body from head to toe. Notice areas of tension or discomfort. As you breathe into each part, imagine sending it warmth and relaxation. This practice, often used in mindfulness, helps you connect body and mind, releasing physical stress locked by anxiety. Everyday mindfulness. Turn routine tasks into practice. When you wash dishes, brush your teeth, or commute, do it with full awareness. Notice the sensations, the warmth of soap, the bristle on your teeth, the rhythm of walking. This trains your mind to stay present, gradually reducing background anxiety and making peace your default state. Reflective journaling. Take a moment to write out your fears, but do it compassionately. After pouring out what worries you, read it back and write a loving response to yourself. This practice gives space to the anxious mind and allows the voice of wisdom to be heard. Imperfect progress. Remember, change takes time. Your mind will wander, and that's okay. Each time you return gently to compassion instead of judgment, you strengthen your new path. Think of each compassionate breath or thought as a small victory. Over days and weeks, these victories accumulate into profound inner change toward higher consciousness and awakening. Step by step, these practices lift you from fear to freedom. In loving kindness, you touch the heart of consciousness. You begin to realize what Buddhism teaches. Your true nature is already awake and radiant. The storms of thought may come and go, but the sky of awareness remains vast and clear. When fear still flares, greet it as a friend. You might even place a hand over your heart or hug yourself and whisper, "I see you. I'll take care of this." Each time you respond with understanding rather than panic, you build a bridge to higher awareness. Compassion, after all, is strength, not weakness. Every challenge becomes a lesson in patience and love. Ultimately, all these teachings guide you to a beautiful truth. The mind that created anxiety can also create boundless joy. By nourishing the good in yourself and others, you shift the entire trajectory of your consciousness. You are not the helpless victim of your thoughts. You are the compassionate witness shaping them. Journey shared, compassion multiplies. You are never truly alone on this path. When you practice loving kindness, the ripples extend far beyond you. Each person you smile at or encourage carries a bit of that light onward. Imagine every act of kindness as a candle placed in the darkness. Soon there will be no room left for fear. Countless teachers and seekers have walked this road. The Buddha's own disciples, living in tumultuous times, found unwavering peace through meditation and compassion. Today, ordinary people share how simple mindful kindness dispelled their darkest clouds. We all face life's storms. Theirs is just a story in someone else's shoes, if they can do it while juggling bills or traffic. So can you. The Buddha reminded us, hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. By non-hatred alone is hatred appeased. In other words, hate only ends when we meet it with compassion. By choosing love, you not only heal yourself, but also help heal others. Embrace the path to peace. The instructions are simple but profound. Sit, breathe, love. The rest is practice. As you cultivate inner peace through these Buddhist teachings, you are laying bricks on a road to enlightenment. You upgrade not just your mood, but your entire consciousness. So the next time anxiety knocks, meet it with compassion. Whisper to yourself, this is just another chance to practice kindness. Remember the Buddha's journey. He started where you are and turned every fear into fuel for awakening. His legacy of loving kindness lives on in every heart that opens to love, including yours. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings be at peace. Let these words be the anthem of your day. In every challenge, in every joy, carry them in your mind. Step by step, with each gentle breath and each kind intention, you awaken a bit more. One morning soon, you will open your eyes and feel the peace you have been cultivating all along. The light of compassion has been inside you all this time. Now let it shine.